In a moment that captured not only the hearts of thousands of armies, but also the attention of South Korea's most influential music mogul, Bang Si-hyuk, the founder of HYBE and the man who originally believed in BTS, has officially spoken up about Jin's electrifying solo performance in Tampa, Florida. And let's just say, this wasn't your average pat-on-the-back comment. This was pride, loud, emotional, and historic, following Jin's two-night solo concert at Amalie Arena on July 26th and 27th, a performance that trended globally within minutes. Bang Si-hyuk took to his personal social media and Weverse with a message that instantly made waves. His post read, "Watching Jin on that stage in Tampa felt like witnessing the next era of artistry. I've always known he was destined for greatness, but tonight, he redefined what it means to command a stage solo. I'm deeply proud." Those words hit harder than a high note in Epiphany. According to insiders, Bang PD was reportedly streaming the concert live via a private HYB feed, watching from Seoul alongside senior producers and creative directors who once worked with Jin during the early BTS years. One executive shared anonymously, "He stood up and clapped after Jin's encore. That's rare. That's Bang Si-hyuk level rare." But why the extra emotion? Well, to understand this moment, you have to go back. All the way back to 2013, when Bang Si-hyuk took a leap of faith on 7 unknown boys with big dreams and little industry backing. Jin, a university acting major with zero prior singing or dancing experience, was one of the most unexpected additions. But Bang saw something in him, a quiet determination, a willingness to grow, and, above all, the potential for evolution. And now, over a decade later, Jin has evolved into not only a polished vocalist and performer, but a symbol of emotional resilience, charm, and authenticity. His Tampa show wasn't just a concert. It was a culmination. It was Jin proving to himself and the world that he didn't just belong on that stage. He owned it. Bang Si-hyuk reportedly told close colleagues after the show that Jin's performance is exactly why BTS was built to last. They're not just a group. They're individual stars with their own light. And tonight, Seokjin shined brighter than ever. As photos from the Tampa concert flooded social media, including fan cams of Jin in a dazzling rock star ensemble, belting out emotional notes while the audience waved thousands of glowing red and purple light sticks, fans began trending hashtags like #ProudOfJin and #BangPDSeesHim. It's rare to witness the man behind the curtain stepping into the spotlight with a public declaration of pride. But when it happens, it means something seismic. Bang Si-hyuk has always been known for his sharp instincts, but this time, his reaction was personal, emotional, almost fatherly. In many ways, Jin's Tampa performance reminded everyone, fans, critics, even industry giants, that while BTS was built as a team, each member is capable of painting their own masterpiece. And on that humid Florida night, Jin's brushstrokes told a story of joy, growth, and the kind of stardom that can't be manufactured, only earned. Bang Si-hyuk's post continues to be shared across platforms and translated into multiple languages by global fans. One thing is certain, the pride in his words isn't just about business. It's about legacy. It's about family. And it's about finally seeing one of his brightest stars claim his solo sky. According to sources close to the production crew in Tampa, Jin was shown Bang Si-hyuk's public message immediately after stepping off stage. Still glistening with sweat and adrenaline, Jin reportedly stared at the screen in silence for several seconds, then smiled, nodded, and softly said, "He saw me." It wasn't about validation. Jin's never been the type to chase approval. But for someone who's often joked about being the least noticed member, or playfully called himself the worldwide handsome underdog, this kind of recognition from Bang PD himself was different. It was intimate, earned, and long overdue. Staff members on site shared that Jin got a bit emotional during the post-show team huddle. One makeup artist revealed, he didn't cry, but his voice cracked. He said he was thankful, not just for the fans, but for the people who helped him grow into someone who could do this alone. And here's the kicker. Bang Si-hyuk reportedly sent a private message directly to Jin just a few hours later, congratulating him and expressing hope that the two could meet up soon in person, possibly during Jin's final US tour date in Los Angeles. While the content of the message remains private, fans have already started speculating about a possible Bang PD surprise appearance at one of the upcoming shows. You know armies, they will manifest this with sheer willpower if needed. Meanwhile, the relationship between Bang Si-hyuk and Jin is gaining new appreciation across fandom circles. Fans are digging up old interviews, including one in which Bang Si-hyuk admitted that Jin's work ethic impressed him more than his visuals, even though, yes, the visuals are otherworldly. Others are resurfacing behind-the-scenes Bangtan bombs where Jin playfully teased Bang PD or turned award ceremonies into comedy hours with his signature dad jokes. But beyond the memes and nostalgia, there's something deeper happening. This moment feels like a generational bridge. Jin's Tampa concert and Bang Si-hyuk's public response symbolized more than just a performance well done. It was about trust. About a mentor seeing his artist not just as part of a group, but as a solo force capable of commanding the world's attention on his own terms. Jin is no longer the rookie actor turned idol who needed extra training in vocals or struggled with choreography in those early years. He's now a seasoned artist with a clear artistic identity, a powerful stage presence, and a deeply personal connection to fans across continents. And for Bang Si-hyuk, watching Jin claim that identity in real time must have felt like watching a promise fulfilled. AS armies continue to celebrate this heartwarming exchange between Jin and his legendary producer. One thing is clear, this isn't just a chapter in BTS history. It's a full circle moment, a reminder that belief, patience, and quiet strength can eventually lead to the loudest applause. The following day, social media exploded when Bang Si-hyuk was spotted boarding a flight to Los Angeles. While no official statement was made, speculation ran rampant. Was he really going to surprise Jin at the LA finale of his Run Seokjin tour? Was this the producer's way of closing the loop from the quiet trainee he once believed in to the global headliner now redefining what it means to be a K-pop soloist? And let's be real, if anyone could make a headline-worthy appearance without saying a single word, it's Bang Si-hyuk. Meanwhile, Jin continued on with his tour, seemingly unaware, or perfectly pretending to be, of the chaos his mentor's movements had caused. At his next show in Atlanta, he casually mentioned how the boss has eyes everywhere, drawing laughter from fans, but also a knowing buzz in the crowd. It was the kind of inside joke only BTS could pull off, equal parts playful and profound. Behind the scenes, industry insiders began to reflect on what this moment really meant for HYB's legacy. Bang Si-hyuk has always been known for spotting raw potential and letting that potential flourish without smothering it. But in Jin's case, the bond feels unusually personal. It's no longer just about artistic trust. It's about emotional investment, growth witnessed over a decade. A friendship forged through pressure, passion, and, let's face it, a ton of dad jokes. Journalists began calling it the softest power move in K-pop history. Bang PD didn't need to launch a media blitz or dominate headlines to show his pride. All it took was one heartfelt post, one behind-the-scenes message, and a quiet flight booked to the next city. That was enough to send the fandom into an emotional tailspin and reaffirm just how much Jin matters, not just to ARMY, but to the very foundation of BTS itself. Whether or not Bang Si-hyuk appears on stage in LA, the message has already been received loud and clear. Jin is not just a vocalist. He's not just a visual. He's not just a meme machine. He's the embodiment of steady growth, quiet resilience, and delayed, but deeply earned, recognition. And for Bang Si-hyuk to publicly claim that, in the middle of Jin's most vulnerable and powerful moment yet, well, that's not just pride. That's love.